Hi, Trina. How are you doing today? I'm fine. How are you? I'm okay. You seem to be a little tired today. You all right? Not tired. I'm just a little depressed. A little depressed. Why are you depressed today? Because I'm trying to be good by not drinking. And I have the urge to want to drink right now. It's kind of depressing. You know, I feel like I'm battling myself. Okay. What do you mean by battling yourself? Feel like I'm in a battle with alcohol, the work to do, the need to do, listen to the fit. Okay. So you're battling the urge of wanting to wanting to drink and not taking that actual drink versus dealing with your current situation. So that's putting you in a state of what you consider depression. Is that correct? Okay. So how long has this been going on? Yeah, I said it started around probably 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock just today. And you haven't had any other symptoms of this prior to our last meeting or anything like that? It's just been really bad today? Yes. Okay. So, since it's only occurred today, do you think that there's been anything that kind of triggered it? Anything that kind of led up to how you're feeling today? I think it's because of my ex. They worry about the okay. You guys, I told you before, he was alcoholic, so he was the one who really kind of encouraged me to drink in the beginning. Things got so bad that I was drinking, easy love, easy Christian, and everything. So, and I said, him, I was able to, kind of arguing with him yesterday, so I'm thinking, part of that is my attention. Mhm. So you're struggling a little bit with reconnecting with your ex, or really seeing your ex, and knowing that he also had an addiction to alcohol as well, has kind of triggered your current status or current mood, right? Okay. Um, Knowing that as well, do you think that there is a possibility that maybe you could stay away from him, or is he going to be somebody that you're going to be around on and on? Well, we have a child together, so it's kind of hard to stay away from him. Okay. Um, but he doesn't always come around for a child. Okay. Kind of whenever he wants to. I don't believe in taking on days and for the father. Okay. But as it relates to your addiction, if he is a trigger, do you think that there's another way for you to go about taking care of whatever other responsibilities that you have with co-parenting without involving not maybe necessarily him, but definitely not involving your addiction in any way? I believe that can be, but I haven't learned from each other. Okay. So what we need to work on is we need to work on some different types of possibly coping skills, some learning abilities for you to possibly try to work on. Um, as it relates today, on a scale of 1 to 10, where 10 would be the highest, and of course 1 would be the lowest. Where do you see yourself at right now as far as your addiction and maintaining your sobriety? Eight. Okay. So right now you're currently at an 8 with your addiction, and you're battling issues with your X because you have to co-parent with your child. What would make it a 10? What would increase it to make it a 10? Okay. What would decrease it to make it a possibility of a 1? Where you really would want to be at for your sobriety? Okay. Well, knowing that you have to co-parent, I'm not quite sure that the possibility of him being completely gone would be out of the question as it relates to not being able to see him. But I think again we should be able to work on some coping skills and strategies and different things to get you to a point where you might be able to at least lower the number from an 8 and get you to a manageable state. Um, with that also being said, are you actually seeking sponsorship and or do you have a sponsor right now? Currently, I don't. Okay. I do need the support, as I was telling you before, I do everything on my own. I really have no helping or pushing because of okay. Have you actually stepped in and gone to a 12-step support group or anything like that? I went, but uh, think- I don't feel that it's a problem. Okay. Why don't you feel that it's a problem? I can't answer that. I have, I don't feel that I have an issue in the it's similar to what I okay. And what do those people do? Most of it I have. I drink. When I drink because either I need to get off my mind, or because of stress, or because my children are, very hectic and something like that. It's kind of like a de-stressor for me. Then I don't feel that it's bad, because, you know, okay. Okay. So you currently drink to de-stress because of all your issues and concerns that you have to deal with on the normal. How often is that? Mm, usually. Okay. Depending on the day, you drink a couple of hours. And then the last meal, maybe in the couch and yeah, have to try to sleep a little bit. Okay. So with you saying that there's a possibility it varies, I guess, from day to day or week to week, depending on their concerns or issues and stresses that you have to battle with and deal with on a norm. Um, how much would you say that you're consuming during that time? Well, I know I can at least drink a glass of that. Um, on the weekend, I like to relax, so, kind of just a little bit, happy around the weekend. Definitely, Friday and Saturday, I was a little bit more. Like, probably just at least, certain sports, a mixed, so has that ever been during the week as well? Yeah. Okay. And there hasn't been any times where you've possibly had any blackout spells or anything like that? I might have. And you stated before that that in your mind this is different from those people that go to the meeting. So can you really tell me how different that is from somebody from you versus those people? Those are true. Oh, okay. So you can stop really want to. Okay. But you're currently in an addiction program right now. Is that correct?
That's, I think that's correct.
Okay. So are you wanting to stop now, or and you're seeking help for that?
I just want to find, I want to help
Okay.
you stop, but stop.
Okay.
I just need ways of dealing with the other factors that would not make me worse. Right.
Okay. What do you
Leading me to.
What do you think that are some of the possibilities that we might be able to help you with?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Well, one of the things that we do or that we recommend is that we recommend people to attend Alcoholics Anonymous, which is those AA.
Mm-hmm.
Even though you may think that they're not beneficial, we find that they are very beneficial. And maybe it may have been just the meeting that you attended. There are, various meetings across the state and across the city that you might be able to attend. Um, and then they have different various groups and ages, and they meet at different times. And maybe you should try another group and see if that would be beneficial. We also recommend that you seek a sponsor. And what that person does is that person also um, helps you to get yourself together to a state where you're able to manage
Okay.
your sobriety or
Mm-hmm.
keep sobriety so that you can, maintain it. Considering that you're seeking the help and that you want to actually stop. Do you think that those are some of the things or a couple of things that you might be able to work on?
I can work on that.
Okay.
Depends where I live.
Okay. Does that also mean that you would possibly be able to do some homework assignments or something like that if it was necessary?
Um, it just depends on how to the other but I can try, maybe, definitely can have children, so we go to church. Young ones, prayer, and writing, doing homework, and everything.
I see that you're willing to put forward some effort, and I think that maybe if you had some additional support, maybe we could work some things out, and maybe you can attend some meetings and where your children are maybe looked after. And I do know that there are some support groups that do have some offer daycare while you're in your meetings as well. So maybe that would be something that could possibly interest you um, to do maybe some of the work that you need to do to help yourself with your sobriety.
Yeah, it's probably like that.
Okay. Um, do you think that there's a possibility that you could check on a few meetings by the time we meet next time?
I
Um,
can to be, yourself.
I can recommend a couple of meetings. I'm
Okay.
not sure of the ones for with the daycare that's provided. I would have to do some additional work as far as that is concerned, so that we could find some additional information. But I could have that available to you by the next time that we meet, so
Okay.
that that information is available to you if you still would like that. I would prefer that you try to check into a few things yourself. That way, I know that you're also doing some of the leg work here to help yourself. Um, but I'm more than willing to help you in the best way I can to get everything situated and helpful for you.
I do appreciate that.
Okay. Well, thank you, and you have a good evening.
Thank you, Miss Helen. We have a very good day.